And everything is already running on blockchain, which I think is quite exciting. I believe we're at least 5 to 10 years ahead of any other country when it comes to transparency. Everything is completely transparently on blockchain. Or budgeting, I believe we are building something like a crypto Monaco or crypto Singapore of Europe.
Right. What is your name and what is your position, please?
Well, my name is Vít Jedlička. I'm the founder and still acting president of the Free Republic of Liberland.
And where is Liberland and what kind of republic is it?
It's a quite nice republic, 7 square kilometers between Croatia and Serbia. Beautiful piece of land with beautiful island and one kilometer long sandy beach, which makes it very popular destination for summer vacation now, which I'm quite excited about. And we are a new country, where I would say still the newest country on this planet. And it's kind of exciting to utilize the latest technologies and some good ideas how to start a new country and combine it together.
And so why did you get involved in starting this new country, and what is the mission of the people? How many founders are there?
Well, right now we've got 800,000 people that applied for citizenship.
800,000.
Yes, and we have a decent Congress, now 7 members. We are going to expand it to 21 ultimately, and everything is already running on blockchain, which I think is quite exciting. I believe we're at least 5 to 10 years ahead of any other country when it comes to transparency and efficiency of our governance system. So yes, we are now 10 years in. Liberland is 10 years old, but I think we have matured. We're going to be teenagers very, very soon.
And why did you get involved personally?
Well, I believe there is too much taxation, too much regulation. We're living in a society which takes away 60% of whatever you earn or more, right? We had actually the tax holiday very recently, meaning that until these days, average European person works for state, and then the rest of the year he works for himself. And I believe there is a huge inefficiency connected to it. And everybody's asking why we have got such a stagnation in Europe, why we are lagging behind other continents. Yes, they actually tax people a little bit less on average, and they let them they don't over-regulate them that much. But we know very well that if you have a very free system, the rate of growth of a society should be more than 10%. And that's what Liberland is striving for. We would like to have 15-20% economic growth every year. And we would really like to have a place where people can flourish, where they are not choked by the state.
And how many people living there today?
We've got a couple dozen people. I hope we'll be a couple hundred by the end of the summer.
And relations with neighboring countries?
Of course, always challenging on Balkans, but I'm quite happy that since 2 years ago we are able to freely access Liberland, despite some YouTube videos that were very popular, where it was portrayed to be extremely difficult to access Liberland. That's no longer.
This is from Croatia.
That's no longer the case for last 2 years. Actually, from August 6, 2023, the borders of Liberland are open. Anybody with ID card or with passport can enter. They just have to exit Croatia in a proper procedure, and then they can visit Liberland. A little bit of a problem is people from non-EU people. They actually get a special 90-day ban after visiting Liberland, but they can stay for 7 days. So they get a 7-day stay permit together with 90-day ban from Croatia, which is also interesting form of recognition of what we are doing.
90-day ban from Croatia, but not the rest of Schengen.
No, not the rest of Schengen.
Okay. And I saw your passport last night. You're issuing passports. How many passports have been issued so far?
We've got roughly 1,400 citizens, so roughly 1,400 passports out of 800,000 people that applied. And we're slowly but surely accepting the group. Anybody that comes now for at least 7 days to Liberland is welcome to be citizen, but also people that contribute in any shape or form are very welcome to become citizens.
Okay, so you can become a citizen without living there?
Yes,
without visiting?
We're visiting, you can as well.
Are there any other criteria? You're not accepting applications from one country, if I remember correctly?
Very recently we had to not allow Iranian citizens to become citizens. So because of the situation and because of our banking partners, and they are also under great pressure by United States. So, but it's one of the few exceptions I would say that we have right now. We're very open to everybody around the world.
And why is it that I haven't heard of you until now? I know you've been going. You existed for 10 years, but I guess you don't have a big presence yet on the
there
European
is
stage.
quite a bit of presence. I mean, the Arte TV documentary just came out, and it had a quite big hit. I would say I was recognized by somebody when I was flying here in the queue for boarding. And there was, for example, in Brussels, there was very large article in Politico. We were actually on the cover page of Politico not too long ago. I think all the major media outlets already informed about Liberland. I'm kind of excited that Forbes now put me in the Forbes 40 under 40, which is also another nice recognition. And yes, like, we don't have a $1 billion marketing budget like Coca-Cola, but I think we're doing quite well when it comes to promoting these ideas. And 800,000 people that applied for citizenship are, I think, a good witness to that.
Right, and recognition by other countries. What is the status today, please?
We are working hard. We're over 80 countries. We have our representative offices, including here in Brussels. There is a very nice one. And we are pursuing more and more recognition. We have managed to get a couple more recognitions recently from UN member countries, but we have a funny situation with Croatia. They are very actively working against us when it comes to diplomatic recognition. So we must be careful about not disclosing the information about the current recognitions of Liberland. We had, for example, a very big event, a diplomatic event in El Salvador, which was connected with recognition. We were able to support Croatian hospital in a major way, and 14 days later, Croatia comes in and buys El Salvador a school. So we are in this kind of funny competition when we are inviting a lot of humanitarian support, not just from Liberlanders, but also from Croatia to the other countries. So I think that's one of the goodwill missions that Liberland is engaged in, and I believe we will incentivize Croatia to do even more for other countries in near future.
And why is that? Croatia has some kind of territorial claim? Is there any reason?
No, they don't. That's the fun part. But they would like this place to be Serbia. And it's very difficult for some country to try to push some territory or some other country. And it's difficult, even more difficult when there is already existing country there. So yes, I understand their concern that basically they cannot make it into Serbia. If
they want it to be Serbia. Sorry, I don't understand.
Yes, they would like this territory, these 7 square kilometers, to be part of Serbia.
The Croatians would?
Yes.
Why part of Serbia and not an independent state?
I think it's a very good question. You should ask these politicians. I was happy to actually meet members of Croatian parliament, and they were open to the idea yesterday. So I think we need to find more goodwill inside of Croatia to convince them that having Liberland there is much better than having Serbia next to their borders there. And yes, we're already quite powerful country economically. We actually, the first elected prime minister of Liberland is Justin Sun. He is the wealthiest prime minister ever on the planet Earth. I think he's also a good witness to the fact that we could do quite a lot. He could single-handedly probably build the country from scratch, but he's not the only one. We've got lots of very influential, very powerful people that applied for citizenship and are not afraid to stand up for the country. So I think we are interesting neighbor. I believe we are building something like a crypto Monaco or crypto Singapore of Europe.
Right. And so everything works with crypto. It's not the currency, though, is it?
Well, we do have, of course, Liberland dollar as a currency, which is doing quite fine. It's a nice startup currency. It is working for our blockchain ecosystem, but we are not just a crypto. We have put everything on blockchain that you can think about. So if you change property in Liberland, you just like sending cryptocurrency. If you have a dispute, for example, it's all recorded on blockchain. Nobody can meddle with it. If there are elections, everything is completely transparently on blockchain. Or budgeting, immediately anybody can check how Liberland money is spent because it's, again, on our blockchain platform, blockchain.liberland.org. Everybody can check the future of governance for nation state.
And European Union membership? Is that on the cards?
That doesn't work well for us. There is 600,000 pages of regulations that would dismantle the Liberland dream by burning. You know how much papers is it? You can barely fit it in this room that we are in. And then somebody has to study it and implement it into the national legislation, which is not a viable way how to build a prosperous country, I can tell you that.
And so, therefore, you might end up being a tiny little island in the middle of the European Union, given that the Balkans are all set to join.
Unlikely. Serbia is unlikely to join.
Okay. Okay. And can you join Schengen without joining? You could join Schengen.
And that's the fun part. You were already part of Schengen without joining the EU. Like it's this fun part where Croatia lets people to pass the border, Croatian border, while not requiring them to have a visa or anything when they come back. But they always check the documents on way back and forth.
National anthem?
We do have a nice one. You know, Varhan is one of the most famous Czech composer, did a great job. You can check it out online if you put national anthem.
You want to sing 2 lines of it?
No, it doesn't have words actually. We do have a national song, but don't push me to sing it.
Because people speak English on the island, right?
Yeah, mostly. And if they make some mistakes, we always add it to Liberlandish dictionary.
It becomes the language, you make up the language as you go along. Listen, Thank you very much for coming in and wow, promoting your little island, and please keep us appraised of how things go.
Hopefully you will be able to join us for the Floating Man Festival. That's on 8th of August. It would be great to have you
it's very kind.
with us. It's going to be a major gathering, and also big step for the settlement. We're building more houses in Liberland. There will be a nice beach bar there. We're getting more boats and houseboats to be located in Liberland. So please join, and this summer will be really exciting.
Thanks again, Vít, for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.